Every day, all red. That's what a bear market looks like. Can you handle that? Look, man, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what day every stock is going to go up or go down. Not a magician. Nobody does. I guess. I like to guess. I actually wanted to try out. I made a challenge. Anybody that could write a quantum computing program that could factor 77, which is a little bigger than 15. So see if I can get that program to run. I made the challenge for $1,000. Nobody was able to do it, I don't think. Someone sent me one program, so I want to see if I can run that. I think he just ChatGPT'd it. Yeah, I can tell this was made by ChatGPT because IBM moved the Qiskit. IBM chopped up the Qiskit library, so you can no longer import error from Qiskit. You have to import it from qiskit_error, which is its own. Well, we were able to factor 15, so now we need to factor 77. We're just going up. We're eventually going to get to RSA 2048. This is the book that I found that I wanted to talk about, and I totally forgot the title of it. It's been running in my mind for months. So this is the book. If you want to learn more about drugs, this is Hallelujah Moments, Tales of Drug Discovery. This is it. We can look into AVXL. Now that quantum's kind of dead, we can look into AVXL and SLS today, since those are two kind of binary-ish events. I don't think AVXL is going to be a binary event. We can look at those. Yeah, there's some issues with Qiskit. The new Qiskit split is pretty ugly. IonQ just took a little rigetti. Took a quick rigetti. Yeah, just so for anybody who missed it, IonQ wrote like this desperate press release. Yes, it was really kind of a desperate move there. I think I'm just going to try to write it out. I mean, I'm always trying to trade because I have these complex positions with the synthetic puts, so I'm always trying to capture a little delta volatility, you know. The problem with trying to chase vol and stuff like that is that it is a very double-edged sword. You know, you may or may not make money doing it. So you're relying on trading skills, in which case I don't even have, to, you know, flip the script. But D-Wave is a good short. Like there's stuff like, so I don't know how necessarily every single quantum stock will behave, but the thing about D-Wave is worthless. And like QUBT is just a straight scam. It's like some of these are just good shorts regardless. You know, whereas like IonQ and Rigetti are a little bit like, okay, these stocks have momentum. They're very, yeah, I do think Bitcoin's going to drop to 85 or 80 at some point. Don't be afraid to get to the money, man. Random number generator wants me to look at Takeda. Although I think people want me to sort of look at every big pharma and see if any of them are cheap. Oh, we were looking at Novo as well. This LAES, this thing's got to go to 0 again, right? 42. Wow, this was 42 cents. LAES, Sealsq. Oh, these guys are a scam. These guys are a whole scam. Semiconductors and quantum security solutions. Yeah, okay. Why you lying for? It's some like foreign company, right? Switzerland. They got warrants for financing. That's all the high quality companies do. They give out warrants. Oh, they regained compliance with Nasdaq's minimum bid requirement. Oh, that's good. Spamming the sell button because their stock went up. So net sales are down 75%. That's great. It's a good start. Got no cash. Got a lot of debt. Let's see, 22 million shares outstanding. Is that right? Is there a ratio for this? Pretty small market cap. This market cap's tiny. There's no point in shorting this. If that's the right market cap. That's 600 million market cap. So I think maybe there's a share ratio adjustment or something. It's a semiconductor company, theoretically. I guess one can just say at the end of the day, no matter what, the stock should just go back to where it was. Okay, there's this, looks like they did a bunch of financings. So it's really not clear how many shares outstanding they have left, or how many they have now. Yeah, I try not to take positions in companies that I don't even know what the company even does. I mean, but still, like the tertiary shorts, like LAES, still could be very attractive. It's just try to make a model for it. Why not? It's just such a mind-numbing exercise. They raised at 130. They raised at 190. 98 million shares outstanding. Okay, this I can short. A 600 million market cap. That's the more like it. These guys, like, so these guys are, yeah, it's hard to say if like the guys that like pretend to be quantum are better than the guys that are quantum. Like sometimes you actually, they really don't make a difference.
It really doesn't matter, which is pretty funny. Yeah, total debt 18 million. That sounds about right. These guys have everything. Internet of Things, semiconductors. When placed on an object, can securely link the object to NFTs. You have NFTs in your annual report. These guys are cyber, apparently. Oh, they do electrical vehicle charging. All right, nice. Whatever it is that's hot right now, we do it. They have their own crypto, Sealsq Coin. Where does fake revenue coming from?
This has to be a fraud, right? This is called Leas, L-E-A-S. But their first half 24 revenues were really bad. They were like 4 million or something. So revenues plummeted. This is what makes it unbelievable. They ran this whole company on a few $1 million of expenses. No publicly traded company can run on $9 million of expenses. That's just stupid.
Guarantee you these guys could go to jail for whatever it is they're doing here. Like, you could just tell off the rip.
Oh, that's 2021.
𝗏5 quantum resistant secure platform. This guy is the founder. 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 International Holding is a recognized UN expert in cybersecurity and trust models for ILO, author, internet pioneer, and founder. He's on the WEF board, member of the New York Forum, most influential persons in Switzerland, co-author of the Transhuman Code, How to Program Your Future. Oh, this is a picture of a bull and a seal, because their company's called Sealsq. Man, I like my quantum position. I have enough short to be happy if it crashes. I have enough capital to be happy if it goes up. To double up. Okay, so yeah, I want to short this LAES because it looks like a fake company, to be honest. Sealsq, semiconductors plus quantum, but we used to be NFTs as well. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Ooh, that is not good, man. What happened to the sales?
I mean, were the sales fake to begin with, possibly?
It's the only explanation for this kind of decline.
That's a big decline. I don't need a formula to tell me that. That's 67%. How do you decline 67%? Cash on hand? Whenever the company has less cash on hand than I personally do, I look at them like, dog, you tripping, bro. You gotta have a bigger balance sheet than Nibbles. And what self-respecting company has a line item that says government assistance? Is welfare, dog? What are you doing?
Government assistance?
You get welfare check, homie? You got food stamps? You want a food stamps? Oh, this is even better. You guys are a semiconductor manufacturing company. You got $3 million total of property, plant, and equipment. What are you manufacturing, dog? We got a $3 million fab. And Switzerland doesn't have any semiconductors. We know how to make chocolate. We know how to make money. That's Switzerland. These guys went from 6 months ago, had 22 million shares outstanding. Okay. 22 million. They now have 99 million. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. 2 quarters. You got 5x the shares outstanding? Come on, bro. I mean, you give out enough warrants, you'll get somebody to buy. This is a baggie maker right here. This is gonna make some baggies. The baggie teacher. These guys were incorporated in 2022. This is shady, bro. This has to be a fraud. Oh, fuck, what are they doing? Incorporated in 2022. Maybe it was an acquisition or something. Markets secure semiconductors worldwide as a fabless manufacturer. These are the customers, okay. International computer and hardware manufacturer. It's not explaining what the product is. Oh, they got a parent called 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏. I forgot about that. Okay. Their parent is publicly traded. Ah, yes. There's a stock called 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏, W-K-E-Y. And these guys have this is like layers of fraud. Okay, here's some revenue. Okay, the group generates revenue from sales of semiconductor secure chips and from digital certificates, software service, software licensing, and support for cybersecurity applications.
Okay. Matter protocol. What? Okay, interesting. That sounds like a real thing. Okay, secure microcontrollers. I've looked at thousands, maybe even millions of financial reports in my life. I've never seen this in my life. At one point in time? Okay, 30 calls are out of the money. Don't you love trading Friday? Friday expiry? I mean, every week's expiry now. Look at Rigetti. Oof. I gotta short more of this Lay's. Lay's potato chips, baby. At least these other guys are trying to do something quantum related. These guys are semiconductor. They sell IoT chips. They see the quantum movement. They say, me too, me too. Me too, dog. Notice that QBTS is still up. A lot of people say Jensen is the one who took down the semi stocks, but I beg to differ. Shout out to my dad.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
Rest in peace. I know you're watching me right now. Slaying these baggies. My dad was a kind man. Sometimes, at least. He'd be like, Martin, why are you taking all their money? Martin, why you have to do this? Why are you taking their money like this? Dad, I have to do it. Okay, Martin, then take it.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
Okay, Martin. Take their money then. I'm shorting QUBT.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
I'm shorting...
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
Ooh, QSI. More Lays. Lays is up. Yo, give me that.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
Give me that money, baggy. It's really funny when you get something like IonQ and Rigetti, okay, they went up a ton. Then some random baggy who thinks he's smart is like, I know, LAES is the new one. This is elite. And like, only the worst baggies will follow him. They'll be like, yeah. And it's like the greatest bag holders. Like, it's like superhero bag holders. No, it's serious because like, it's one thing to be long IonQ or Rigetti and be like, all right, I'm bullish on quantum. These guys are quantum players, kind of, sort of, not really, but okay. And it's like, it takes a special kind of baggy to be like, I'm going to come up with my own better quantum computing stock. Yeah, I'm going to full port everything into this thing. Call out of the money calls. Woo! I just bought 3 random stocks home with me, and I don't even know what they do. I let this random person into my Robinhood account. I don't even know who they are. Sometimes I try to build these stocks back up just to bring them back down. Yeah, Martin, give us a good one.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
QBTS, the ticker short for qubits. It's a quantum computing company. Quantum is like AI and NVIDIA, but bigger. That's the thing. One thing NVIDIA's scared of is quantum. It's true. $3.7 trillion company is scared of these 4 stocks. I know they may look small, but secretly, they're the biggest companies in the world. They're just going to be big one day. Jensen's going to be begging you for stock. Please let me have your stock. Please. I think that's what people do, is they appeal to the emotional, like, FOMO part of the brokies brain. You know, there's 𝗥𝗘𝗬𝗣𝗅. Oh my God, this is great. Free money on Lay's.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
Lay's chips. Yo, they're handing out free money, y'all. You know what's funny is a lot of these CEOs, all they have to do is they say, Shkreli, what would you do? What would you do?
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
The smartest CEOs ask me that. I'm like, you don't want to be a baggy no more. You know the old song, I don't want to be a player no more. Step 1, do not mention NFTs under any circumstance. Yeah, we'll do longs too. We'll do longs. We were long Meta. We were long NVIDIA. We were long Tarsus. We get money on longs, dog.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
But you know, sometimes markets got to crash. Instead of being the victim, I'd rather be the perpetrator. I want the mask on when the market crashes. Like, who did this? I'm sitting there with the mask on with the gun like this. Money to be made just off this volatility if you're a good trader. It's mostly mean reversion with a little directional twist. Basically just stay short, grow your short when the stock goes up, shrink it when it goes down, but don't shrink it too much. All right, halfway there on Lay's. 49,000, nope, 50,200 shares. What's next? QBTS is up. I'm gonna see you, don't worry. I gotta get to VKTX is just never gonna go up. It's a bit, you know, we're entering a bear market. Prepare for every stock to be down every day for 3 years. That's what a bear market looks like. Every day, all red, every day.
partially filled.
That's what a bear market looks like. Can you handle that? You got the capital to handle that? Yeah, defensive stocks you'll break even on defensive stocks. Back in the day, the 2000 bear market, the average stock was down 95%. The blue chips were down 70%, blue chip tech stocks. And like Microsoft. Consumer and pharma, stuff like that was down between like 30 to 50%. And the best longs were like flat. That's over 3 years. That's the quantum observation. If you don't observe your P&L going down, did it even happen? The problem when you do buybacks is if you do, let's say you're Microsoft. Microsoft stock was at 70.
Order filled.
Okay? You're doing buybacks.
Order partially filled.
Your stock goes to 50. You do more buybacks, your stock goes to 30. And your stock stays 30 for 10 years. Buybacks, eventually they'll pay off. But you got some, you just got to have some longs that are defensive against a bear market or that match your factors one way or the other. It depends on how bearish and how much beta you want. If you want beta, you can find it. You don't need me for that. If you want alpha, it's different. But these little stocks like Lays and Qubits and like D-Wave, and these guys can't raise capital if there's a bear market. They'll go broke. I'm short 250,000 IonQ, 136,000 Rigetti stock, 247,605. These are easier than Sava. Got to be a little patient. Not everything's going to happen today or tomorrow. If you rig your portfolio so that it all has to go down today, it probably won't go down today. But if you rig your portfolio that you make that bet every day, it'll eventually go down. All right, I'm short 100,000 shares of QBTS. How about QUBT? QUBT, that one's a unbelievable back and forth action on these stocks. Again, best thing to do in some situations like this is give me an overview of microcontrollers. In the meantime, does anybody want to see something on Sora? I love these logos. Just put the NIST logo up. Trying to figure out who makes this chip and I guess who fabricates it, and then how it compares to other yeah, Darren knows, and how it compares to other IoT chips. Yeah, I just wonder if they're off-the-shelf chips, Alex. Anybody else a chip expert? Oh, I should ask George Hotz. I don't want to waste George's time. Yeah, they're selling something to somebody. They're booking revenue. So I'm just trying to figure out what is it.
Order filled.
And how'd they make it? What is it? Why would anyone buy it? All that kind of stuff.
Order filled.
The basics. They don't have a fab. They say they're fabless, so it's not produced by them. We know that. And they kind of make it look like this is a brand new thing, but they had revenue for years. A future projection isn't necessarily fraud. A future projection just is unlikely to occur. I could project that I'm going to marry Sydney Sweeney. I'm just projecting wrong. It's 80
order filled.
80 megahertz. Risk 5. Pausing IonQ short. I doubled my short today. Why would you put words in my mouth? I don't know much about Carvana. I'm not a used car expert. You're bullish on IonQ? You like the stock? Nobody works there, right? Yes, I could take a look at the annual report from back then. But this company is just so scammy. They don't explain anything. That was going to be my next step, actually. Who's Tom Lee? I don't even know who that is. I'm a big shot. All right. I know Citadel, Millennium, Point72, D. Shaw, Renaissance, Jane Street. These are my peoples. I don't know what you're talking about. Fundstrat. I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know who that is. Let me show you the guys I follow. I have this on this is on my GitHub. Okay. This is what I care about. Big shots. These are the real people on Wall Street. You understand me? I've never watched CNBC. I haven't turned on CNBC in 15 years. Berkshire Hathaway, I think you may have heard of this one. Millennium, Citadel, Jane Street, Marshall Wace, AQR, Rentec, SIG, more quants, Cube, 2 Sigma, my co-founders from 2 Sigma, my mentor works here, TCI, Man Group, Stevie the Goat, Viking, I'm a Tiger Cub, Co2 Tiger Global, all 3 Tiger Cubs. I'm a Tiger Grand Cub. Bridgewater, my ex worked here. These are the real deals on Wall Street. Don't bring me to nonsense. This is ranked by AUM.
You understand? This is the assets in billions, many, many billions. Steve Cohen buys IonQ. I'll cover my short. Okay, so Sealsq Corp is the parent company of 𝗦𝗂𝗐𝗔𝗍𝗍 Semiconductors, but it's a wholly owned subsidiary of 𝗦𝗂𝗐 International Holding. So in case that's not clear, 𝗦𝗂𝗐𝗐 International owns Sealsq, which owns 𝗦𝗂𝗐𝗐 Semi. Hope that's clear. Who's the sub of who? You can get it on my GitHub, Josh. You can download the whole file on my github.com/Martin Shkreli. By the way, like, I'm almost certain what these guys do is they buy CPUs, they flash the firmware, they put their new software on it and resell it. I'm like 90% sure. Like they try to say that they're making semiconductors, but I don't think they are. Oh, I should ask these people. You want me to ask these people? Shall we live stream this? Well, let me recharge my phone and we'll call these people up, bro. Okay, we got a price, $333. This whole thing is fake. Starter kit. Starter kit. I don't know if Carvana's a scam or not. All I know is that used car market was very, very hot once upon a time. It was I think WKEY is, it should trade. I'm not sure that it's actually, we might have a problem with our price. So I'm not sure it's up. It does say up 50% on my screen as well.
𝗤𝗏𝗘𝗢.
On interactive, but I'm not, I guess maybe, because it looks like it's not up, but it's also extremely illiquid. So it might have had like one trade somewhere. Oh no, I see now. It is up. Well, they own a big chunk of LAES. So it should be trading like, I mean, I don't know. I think they only own 20% of it. Interesting P&L day. It's not too crazy. It's just funny that IonQ is up at all, you know? It doesn't say anything about his. Okay, there's a university there. 𝗦𝗂𝗐𝗐 has been around for 20-something years. Education, it says he was a professor. Where did he actually go to college? The Transhuman Code Manifesto. This guy for real? Okay, there's an interview. Let's watch this. This looks like CNBC or something, but it's not. This is like a fake CNBC? Did they set this up themselves?
So we were teasing this interview by talking about post-quantum microprocessors, and I'll admit that's already a little bit above my head. So in simple terms, tell me what you do at Sealsq.
So quantum is coming. We are about 3 to 4 years to have quantum computers. And once they arrive, this amazing computing capability will break every existing crypto, right?
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out this guy's scam, but I'm pretty sure that he takes an ARM chip and just flashes the BIOS, as they would say, changes the firmware of the ROM to let it run a quantum resistant algorithm. Now, I could buy one of these chips, but I don't want to throw $300 away while I'm shorting millions of dollars of his stock. But I think I'm gonna have to buy one of these chips. I'm joking. I think they just changed it. I should just buy one and open it up and see what it says. It's got to be repackaged. Thank you, projects. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it an STM board, Renesas, or ARM? It's definitely, somebody else's. 14 million, 17 million, 23 million, 30 million, all the way down to 10 million. This company's not worth 600 million, that's for sure. Quantum resistant Fitbit. Yeah, I'm very suspicious. Yeah, NWBO looks like a scam. Can I short it? That one's just like the weirdest cult. Oh, this is interesting. They have raw materials and works in progress. Well, that could just be the raw materials could be somebody else's chips, and the work in progress is them installing. They have $10 million of machinery and equipment, whatever that is. So they got something. It's really unclear what it is that they're making.